Good morning, everybody. It's been a while since I've been able to post. Been out here working. Been trying to get some stuff done. Got the old girl in the garage here till we get the new windshield in it. That's the 73 K5 Blazer. But for now, we're going to work on this motor. That's what we're doing. So I have to get finished up here with some stuff. I have to get the power steering pulley put back on. I have to go find some valve covers. I ordered some and they haven't come yet, so I'm just going to put on what I got. I'm going to go through. I have to get this going. I got a lot coming up in the Working Man Restorations life here. A lot of it'll come out in the next few episodes, but I'm going to try to get as much square body content as I can out to you. But for now, I've been working. This is the problem with being a working man. I don't know if you guys noticed it, checked in past videos here, but I did. I'll have to get this cleaned up. But this is something here that I like doing a lot of. It's this matte black paint. And I didn't even clean it up that good. I didn't prep it. You can see where the paint didn't look all that great. But just washing this down once I get it all cleaned up and degreased for the final time. This is going for sale. I have 3 K5 Blazers and just a lot going on. So for now, I'm going to work on getting the valve covers put on so I can get this motor closed up. And I'm just going to start plugging away. Guys, it doesn't take rocket science to replace this motor. Anybody who has a handful of tools and some basic common sense can really do this. And some motivation. It does take motivation. So, little things like this battery tray here. Battery's out. Why not just, grab a cheap can of spray paint and throw some paint on there. I'm going to try to get the firewall all cleaned up. I hate when a guy, spends all money on this motor, and money, and doesn't clean up the firewall. So anyway, I got to go. I got to power out. Soaked down these valve covers. This one just has a little bit of scale and flake in here. I'm going to try to get down into that a little bit. It's definitely a lot better than the other ones were. So I cleaned them off, hosed them up, and they look pretty straight. This is what you got to watch for right here, except for these little bends right here. But you can just take a little piece of, a little pliers or something and bend them. But these look fairly straight. They look like they're going to work pretty good. I might bend the lip down just a little bit, but I'm going to clean them up. Looks like a bad prep job last time, but unless you sandblast them down to nothing. So I'm going to take them down to a bare metal. I'm going to clean them up, degrease them with this this stuff I have right here. Get the name of it. Purple Power. That's what I use for a degreaser. It's pretty good. It's not too bad on the environment and stuff. So, alright, I'm going to get these cleaned up and get them painted down now. These aren't going to be anything fancy. This is never going to be a show truck. This is about work and really the only thing, only reason I'm really painting it is that, well, it's got to look a little good still too, but this is high temp paint. I didn't end up painting the intake. I was gonna, but it was already black from the last time I painted because I just had this motor out. This is the second time I'm putting it back in, so I didn't bother painting the intake again. I'm gonna put the this is the first coat. I'm gonna put 3 or 4 coats on here, let it dry real good, and then I'm gonna put the gaskets on, get them in, start buttoning her back together. Second coat. I really wished I would have remembered I had these valve covers sitting out back, because they actually turned out pretty good. I got a guy messaging me wanting to buy this right now, so hopefully tomorrow she be gone. Third coat, I think. Third coat of let it dry. Had to go inside and do a bunch of housework and stuff. Get the house clean for what's about ready to come up. I thought about taking some red paint and putting some red lines in here. I thought that would look pretty nice, but I'm going to hold off. So, next thing we got the power steering pump on, the pulley. I just got to make sure that Wow, in the camera it looks really good, kind of. Let me look. Yeah. Looks pretty straight. I think I got it on all the way. I was having a problem with the puller. I think see, you're supposed to screw that into the pump and pull it on with this. So that didn't go all the way. So I got to hurry up and get on this. I really got to get this done. I got somebody that wants to buy it like tomorrow. And can't buy if it ain't running. So I'm going to get working on it. Painted stuff looks just so nice on here sometimes. Them valve covers. I mean, that's a couple dollar can of spray paint, a couple bucks worth of sandpaper. Cleaned up, looking good. You know. And then I sprayed over these inner fenders at one time with matte finish. But I'll go through and spray that purple power I have on that firewall. That's going to be so nice and clean. And I'm going to take it down. I pressure washed it once. It went quite a while being neglected. Not getting pressure washed that much. But I'm going to pressure wash it and spray some more paint on it. I'm going to paint this battery tray in here. Just these little things right here, like this. I mean, you can go through and throw a little bit of, I got a wire brush over there. I'm going to throw a wire brush and some degreaser on here and paint this up. You know, don't even got to tape it off, nothing, guys. Just do what you can with what you got. And, you know, if you can throw a couple dollar can of spray paint on here just to make it look a little bit better, man, it's and this is matte finish too. I think this one is Rust Reformer, Rust-Oleum. See, this is Rust Reformer. Instantly converts rust to a protected paintable surface. So actually a paintable surface. So I guess I'll be spraying over this with paint. Maybe I'll paint it the engine orange, maybe, to be a little different. That's orange, and that's the paint I got right over there on the bench. So alright, I'm gonna call it an early day. I got not much left to go. Put some water in there. I always put water to test for leaks and stuff. I don't waste some money on coolant. Transmission lines are tight. Belts on. I got to put this on in the back, and I got to find the throttle cable linkage and run all the wires to the throttle position sensor and all that stuff. So got the radiator in, everything's ready to go. I tried to run the wires, but I got frustrated because a couple of them got wrong. So bell housing bolts still, I purposely waited on that. Torque converter bolts, tighten the motor mount bolts. The harness, I got half of it done. That's the spark plug wires. Power steering pulley, that's on, but I got to keep an eye on it. Water for the radiator. Valve covers, I'm going to leave those. I'm not going to tighten those finally until I make sure all the valves are adjusted right. Oil, drain plug, filter, and she's running. A couple hours into tomorrow, she should be ready to go. So I just wanted to get you guys a video. I haven't had one in a while. Been between sick and working and not working enough. So had to get a cortisone shot in my shoulder, so that kind of was a bummer. So we're getting it good though. I painted down there the radiator sport. I still got to paint that. Maybe I'll do that tonight so it's got plenty of time to dry. So, oh wow, could have lost those. That would have sucked. Okay, gotta go. Quick picture of the back door. Got a couple dents in it. This side, the handle's missing. This is under the rear driver's side barn door. That's some of the rust that's on the back piece back there. All the doors look pretty good. They got original paint on them. I don't know if they're original or not, but they were all in really good shape for living up here in the Northeast. It ended up turning out pretty good. So it's going to be a bummer to get rid of this old girl, but in the end, it's going to be better. that looks like somebody was making a exhaust port out of.